Hey guys, it's Edwin here, and today we are going to start with something very interesting. So, I want to ask you one question like, how are you doing today? Of course, the response which is coming out of your mouth is something like, I'm fine, and you? Actually, that's our interactions in life summed up in one response. We automatically use that response every time someone asks us about how we are faring on with life. We just say, I'm fine, and you? Most of the times, it's not actually true, and we're just pretending to be okay or to be fine. So, when we say everything is okay or everything's fine, we are just invalidating our true experiences and feelings. We are just brushing off what we are truly feeling deep inside. Because the fact that you are watching this video, it means that there is not really that being fine deep inside. That's why you want to understand this. And one thing with our lives is we want to present this picture to the world that we have our lives together, even when everything is not going okay. So in this video, I'm going to explain why we always pretend that everything is okay, yet deep inside it's not. And in the context of living an abusive relationship, you may be practicing no contact, but deep inside you are really struggling to get through the day. You are constantly thinking about them. You are emotionally overwhelmed, but you still manage to put on this I'm okay face or I'm fine. To the world, you project the I'm okay face, but yet deep inside, you are really not feeling great about yourself. So, why do we pretend to be okay even when we are not okay? The first reason why we want to pretend that we are okay is we want to maintain peace and avoid conflicts. We don't want to upset our loved ones or those people close to us by telling them what we are going through. This mostly happens when you have people pleasing tendencies, so you avoid sharing your true feelings and experiences. So you just respond with being okay. Because the moment you open up about what you feel deep inside, you feel that you are becoming a burden to your loved ones or to those close to you. So you want everything to be peaceful. So you'd rather just lie about your true feelings and experiences because the moment you talk about them, it may unsettle those close to you. Because if you share about your deep hearts, those close to you may also feel sad or they may become entangled in what you are feeling deep inside. They may become entangled in your deep stuff. So it's better to just pretend to be okay so that you do not disappoint your loved ones with you sharing your emotional baggage. So to maintain peace and to avoid this conflict, you just say, I'm okay. Because you don't want to feel like a burden to like those close to you. So that's the first reason why we pretend to be okay. The second reason we pretend to be okay is it's the path of least resistance. We have to admit this, like it's very easy to brush things off, to brush those negative emotions with an automatic I'm fine response. Because when you pretend to be okay, it provides the easy path of avoiding or ignoring those deep emotions. Like, who really wants to face those inner demons, to go to face that dark place within themselves? Very few of us will really want to relish this challenge. So it's okay to just push them aside with I'm fine or to pretend that you are okay. Because the moment we say we are not okay, it means that we are bringing to our awareness those deep emotions, those deep stuff we are bottling deep within us. And the moment you acknowledge that that those things are there deep within you, it means that you have to do the emotionally challenging work to address them. Because the moment you see them, the moment you see like some piece of litter there, the moment you see them, you can't keep your eyes off them. You have to do something about them. That's the same thing with those things that deep within us. The moment we see them, we have to do something about them. But if we just choose to ignore them, like not see them, it means that they can just keep staying there. Like doing the work is not easy because the work may mean you spending money on therapy or coaching or cutting off some of your friends or family or waking up every morning to meditate or ending that situationship, which means like taking a celibacy break, like limiting the time you spend on social media or having a digital detox. spending some time alone to just do self-reflection, like he or hitting the gym or working out, avoiding those unhealthy, delicious foods, spending time studying instead of watching your favorite shows on Netflix, or just avoiding some of the things which provide you with some sort of false sense of comfort in the present moment. So, there are really huge sacrifices you have to make the moment you acknowledge that you are not okay. It's like a trade off between saying, I am okay, and keeping all those things which bring you comfort in the present moment. And the other one is saying, I'm not okay, and losing all those things that provide you comfort in the present moment. Of course, all the bones in your body will not even look at the latter option of saying, I'm not okay, and then working on yourself. It will take the former option because the former option of saying, I'm okay, provides a temporary gratification. So when you pretend to be okay, it will mean less change in your present life. But when you acknowledge you're not okay, there is a huge amount of work, tedious, boring, and emotionally challenging changes you have to make in your life. So which one is easy? It's easy to say I'm okay and just become comfortable with your current state. So that's why it's the path of least resistance. The third reason why you pretend to be okay is emotional numbness. Like, you pretend to be okay because you are avoiding those painful feelings of shame, guilt, sadness, loneliness. Those emotions are very uncomfortable. And the best thing to do is to just pretend that they're not bothering you so that you don't have to feel them. And the thing is, when your system is not used to regulating these painful emotions, the thing it will do is it will just choose not to feel them so as to protect you. And that's now numbness. So when you respond with you are fine or you are okay, it just goes along with your current identity of being a numb person. So you don't really feel anything as much, which means that you are okay, yeah? You see, like when you're experiencing this emotional numbness, especially let's say after abuse, you will utilize different strategies, mostly either unconsciously or unconsciously, that help you avoid your emotions. And one of those strategies, of course, is an automatic I'm okay response. You are disconnected from your emotions, both negative and positive. So, in a way, your response of being okay just goes along with your current identity. So, from your current perspective, and in some sense, actually, you are okay because you don't feel any kind of pain. Which means it may not really look like you are pretending you're okay. It's just an aspect of your current identity. Like, doesn't feeling nothing mean that you're okay? Like, in some sense? No. It also means that you're not feeling those positive emotions of happiness and joy. So, you are just masking your feelings, or your current identity is just masking your feelings by just an automatic response of I am okay. So, numbness will always flow along with I am okay because it flows along with avoiding your emotions. Hope that makes sense. The fourth reason why you may pretend you are okay is fear of judgment. Like, who would like to be judged for being such a wuss, or someone who can't man up and just be strong, or for being a crybaby? Like, that's how things are. It's better to pretend to be okay than to openly express our feelings because of fear of that backlash we will receive from those close to us once we say that we're not okay. Like, you might get a response like this, like, why can't you just let go? It's the past. And that's what you get when you try to openly talk about why you can't get over your abusive ex, or how you are feeling deep inside because of a past experience. Like, very few people will deeply understand what you are going through and be compassionate with you and really listen to you without judgment. So, to escape all that judgment and all those additional feelings of embarrassment once you share your story, you just choose to say, I'm okay, so that you can move on with life. Because if there was a platform where you could share without judgment, at least it would be easy. You could really express yourself without fear of being judged. But the moment you have this fear of being judged, it will mean that I'm okay is the best kind of response you can give. The last reason why we may pretend that we are okay is because we have low self-esteem. Like we pretend to be okay just to hide that deep insecurity we have within us. Because when you have low self-esteem, you base your worth on how people view you. So you will project this false outward image of being okay so that they may not really know that you are struggling deep inside. You just want people to like you and to compliment you and not see you as having flaws, like being emotionally feeble, like someone who can cry. So you just want to be seen as this strong and not a vulnerable human being who has just accepted not being okay as part of their life. This also ties in the fact that you are also afraid of being judged or being criticized for your emotions. Like you tie your identity so much on what people say about you. But when you have high self-esteem, you just don't care. You can really, you just understand that being okay and not okay, it's still the same. Like it doesn't matter. It's just a temporary thing. So, and other people don't have to define who you are. But when other people define who you are, you'll just put on this false image of having figured it all or having your life together when deep inside you are aching. In conclusion, like let's embrace acknowledging that it's okay not to be okay. Actually, the hardest level of honesty in this universe is you having a deep conversation with yourself and being totally honest. It's not easy to, of course, like acknowledge you're not okay because of the weight those words carry and the impact they will have in our present life. But on the flip side, it can be so liberating knowing that you don't have to pretend you're not okay. You're okay to fit in. Like imagine a life where not being okay is normal, is a normal thing. Like crying, feeling those emotions, processing those emotions, seeking help, and it doesn't even really mean that you are really in a mess or you are really a mess for seeking help and just crying. It sounds so liberating. Like it sounds like you don't have to really resist or pretend so much because you dissipate a lot of energy just pretending. So it's okay not to be okay. And you don't even have to explain to other people why you are not okay or why you are okay. Just if you are really afraid of sharing with other people that you're not okay, you can just tell them it's okay. But now for yourself, you acknowledge to yourself deep in that you are actually not okay. No one is watching. And then now start taking those small steps towards deep okayness, towards really being okay on the inside. Like look at being okay, look at not being okay, sorry, as just a temporary misalignment from your authentic self. And you just need some small tweaking to realign to your authentic self. So you can seek help to address those deep fears, those deep painful emotions and feelings that are keeping you stuck. Those emotions that are keeping you stuck with this false premise of wanting to show others that you are okay. This false premise of wanting to project a feeling of deep security within yourself, yet deep inside you are feeling insecure. So it's okay. You don't need to share with those people because you are afraid of everything they'll say, but just for yourself. Just look at yourself in the mirror and say, actually, I'm not okay. And these are the things which I need to work on now so that I can be really okay. You may ask yourself, like, what's wrong with pretending that I'm okay? No, you see, like, the thing about this pretense of being okay is it's preventing you from building deep connections in life. And it even leads you consciously or unconsciously to picking harmful things in your life. For example, like if you pretend you are okay after leaving an abusive relationship, you may, of course, jump into the dating scene, like online dating, or look for another relationship. Then you just find yourself in another abusive relationship. But if you had said that you are not okay, it will mean that you will take action just to be deeply okay. So it's a very, very dangerous thing because you will pick harmful things like binge eating, binge watching, because you are okay. Like it's okay to just eat this delicious food, but the long-term effects of that pretense is really dangerous and it will cost you your mental health. So acknowledging you're not okay opens doors for you to seek deep, authentic connection with yourself, while pretending to be okay will feed your current ego, which keeps you stuck and doesn't want you to thrive and blossom in life. So, guys, it's okay not to be okay. That's a very great beginning to start with. Don't start with I'm okay. No, start with I'm not okay, and then now work yourself to what? Towards deep okayness, like deeply feeling okay. Hope you found that informative, guys. Until next time, have a nice weekend.